Have you ever looked up at a giant airplane soaring through the sky and wondered, how does it do that? It seems almost magical, like a bird, but bigger. Well, it's not magic. It's science. Airplanes fly because of some basic physics principles and clever engineering. We're talking about the four forces of flight, lift, thrust, drag, and gravity. These forces work together in a delicate balance to keep airplanes in the air. Think of it like a seesaw. When the forces are balanced, the plane flies smoothly. In this adventure, we'll explore each of these forces, understand how they interact, and uncover the secrets behind how airplanes conquer the skies. Get ready to become an aviation expert. Imagine yourself on a swing set. You pump your legs, and the swing goes higher. That's kind of like thrust, the force that propels an airplane forward. Now imagine the wind pushing against you as you swing. That's drag, the force that resists the airplane's movement through the air. Now for the fun part, lift. Lift is the force that counteracts gravity, the force pulling everything towards the ground. Lift is what allows airplanes to overcome their weight and stay airborne. Remember that seesaw we talked about earlier? For an airplane to fly level, the lift generated by its wings must be equal to the force of gravity pulling it down. Similarly, the thrust produced by its engines needs to be equal to the drag it experiences while moving through the air. It's all about balance. When these forces are perfectly balanced, an airplane can fly smoothly at a constant altitude. But if one force changes, the others need to adjust to maintain a safe and controlled flight. Pretty cool, right? Lift might seem like magic, but it's all about the shape of an airplane's wings. Airplane wings are specially designed with a curved upper surface and a relatively flat lower surface. This shape is called an airfoil. As the airplane moves forward, air flows over both the upper and lower surfaces of the wing. The curved upper surface forces the air to travel a longer distance than the air flowing under the wing. Because the air on top has to travel farther in the same amount of time, it moves faster. Here's the key. Faster moving air creates lower air pressure. So the faster moving air on top of the wing creates an area of low pressure, while the slower moving air below creates an area of high pressure. This difference in air pressure creates lift. The high pressure air underneath the wing pushes upward, while the low pressure air on top creates a suction effect, pulling the wing upward. It's like the wing is being lifted from above and pushed from below. That's how airplanes defy gravity and stay afloat. We've talked about lift, but how do airplanes get moving in the first place? That's where thrust comes in. Thrust is the force that propels an airplane forward, and it's generated by the plane's engines. There are two main types of engines used in airplanes: jet engines and propellers. Jet engines are like powerful fans. They suck in air at the front, mix it with fuel, and ignite the mixture to create a powerful explosion. This explosion forces hot gases out of the back of the engine at high speed, propelling the airplane forward. Propellers, on the other hand, look like giant fans with spinning blades. These blades are angled to slice through the air like a screw. As the propeller spins, it pushes air backward, creating thrust that pulls the airplane forward. Whether it's the roar of a jet engine or the whirl of a propeller, thrust is what gets airplanes moving fast enough for their wings to generate enough lift to overcome gravity and take to the skies. We've covered lift and thrust, the forces that help airplanes fly. Now let's talk about the forces that oppose flight drag and gravity. These forces are always present, trying to pull airplanes back down to Earth. Drag is like air resistance. It's the force that opposes an airplane's motion through the air. Think about holding your hand out of a car window while driving. You feel the air pushing against your hand. That's drag. The shape of an airplane plays a big role in reducing drag. Engineers design airplanes with streamlined bodies to minimize air resistance and make them more aerodynamic. The smoother the airflow around an airplane, the less drag it experiences. Gravity is a force that pulls everything towards the center of the Earth, including airplanes. It's what gives objects weight and makes them fall to the ground when dropped. Lift generated by the wings constantly battles against gravity to keep the airplane airborne. Understanding drag and gravity is crucial for designing efficient airplanes. Engineers work tirelessly to reduce drag and create designs that minimize its impact while ensuring the airplane generates enough lift to overcome the ever-present force of gravity. So why should we care about how airplanes fly? Well, understanding the principles of flight isn't just for pilots and engineers, it's for everyone. For starters, it helps us appreciate the incredible science and engineering that goes into every flight we take. The next time you're on an airplane, you can impress your fellow passengers with your knowledge of lift, thrust, drag, and gravity. More importantly, understanding flight principles can inspire the next generation of engineers and scientists. Perhaps you'll be the one to design even faster, more efficient, and environmentally friendly airplanes in the future. By grasping the fundamental forces that govern flight, we open doors to innovation and exploration, not just in aviation, but in countless other fields as well. So keep asking questions, keep exploring, and who knows what amazing discoveries await.